For the line, 2014, this was the #1 selling SKU in the entire toy business. So obviously, 4th to the line. In 2015, the focus is going to be on these guys here, which are we call our head dropping turtles. So here you see Leonardo, his head's down, squeeze the legs, head pops up. And in addition to head dropping, we'll continually introducing new characters, new mutants, straight from the TV show. So like Napoleon Bonafrog, you have Attila. That's cool because frogs have long tongues, right? Well, Attila has a long tongue too. So once we get to fall 15, the focus then goes to Dimension X, which will be kicking off season 4 of the TV show, where the turtles head out to space. So they're decked out there in their space gear with the visors that pop up. You see the introduction of Fugitoid there, who hosts them out in space. And there's a number of new mutant creatures that they come across in space that we will transform into action figures. So by the end of 2015, we'll have anywhere between 90 and 100 different action figures available in the assortment.
That's a lot.
Our hand-to-hand fighters. So here you have Michelangelo. You can manipulate his wrist and hear his weapon sound effects, hit his chest area, and he grunts and groans from being struck. But the real fun begins when you bring or introduce Mikey to Shredder here, and they actually battle it out. So they battle it out, you hear the weapon sound effects, Mikey's striking Shredder in the chest area here, Shredder's grunting and groaning, Shredder strikes back. You get an all-out battle here between Shredder and the Turtles. Here, launching with 8 different figures. You're able to interchange the arms, the head, the legs on each of the 8 torsos to create your own unique looking mutant. We'll launch with 8, then we'll follow that with Bebop, Rocksteady, as well as Casey for later in spring. And then as we move into fall, you'll see the introduction of Leatherhead, Dogtown, Razor, Baxter Fly. So literally you're going to have millions of different combinations that you can create with the mix and match figures. Turtle. Going back to the origins, what happens? Pet turtles fall into the sewer, fall into the ooze. It mutates them into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So you have each of the 4 pet turtles that mutate up into 5.5 inch tall, fully articulated, come with their accessories, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, ready for battle. And then new for fall, we have, for the first time, our turtle figures that actually mutate into their weapon accessories. So here you have Leonardo, 6 inches tall, fully articulated. He mutates into his twin katana swords, as seen here. So kids can battle back and forth. Raphael will mutate into his twin sais, and Michelangelo into his twin nunchaku.
Sucks. Yeah.
Nice.
This table here, the 11-inch scale. Just like in spring, we are incorporating the head dropping feature into the 11-inch. So Mikey or Leo's head's down, squeeze the legs together, it pops back up. And as we transition to fall, again the focus goes to Dimension X, with the turtles decked out in their cool space gear, with removable shoulder pads, the weapons that plug in their hands, fully articulated, and it comes in an open face package. Movie figures will continue in spring of 15 in the open face package. And And then we'll continue with Stretch and Shout as well. And the 11-inch IR figures, where you press a button, you hear one talk, bring two of them together, you have a two-way, three-way, and four-way conversations amongst the four turtles.
Okay, and then over here, all with katana slashing action and sound. Kind of give a little demonstration here. So you can move them kind of side to side and 360 spin. You can also move forward. Whoop, it's easy, Leo. You can move them back a little bit. And you can also pose him as well. As you can see, my prototype here is splitting a little bit, but you can pose him so when you get him in, you can kind of choose a battle mode for him to start out in. Kind of pose him in different ways. You can move the wrists out a little bit and then start up the action. There's also 3 pre-programmed buttons on here, so there'll be pre-programmed routines. The kid can just press the button and send Leo on his way. Okay, we'll come over here to vehicles, accessories. Start here, we've got a couple of new basic vehicles. The patrol buggies have actually been out for a while. When you buy the patrol buggies, they will connect together, just like in the show. You can actually, the front is spring-loaded to the back vehicle, and you can actually fire them off. You actually have the T-Rocket as well. It's a little one-man rocket that when you pull it apart, it becomes a 2-seater, and then you can get the other turtles riding on the side. And then mutations is a big theme for us, as you saw over there. And we're going to be introducing the kind of mix-and-match battle shells. And what you'll get is a turtle with their turtle shell, and then you'll also get a mech shell that they you can put on them. The arms actually kind of lock into place, and then when you press the button, they'll pop open. So you can see him, for example, Donnie here with his regular shell on, and then these guys have replaced the regular shells with the mech shells. And then, as I said, when you press the button, the arms will come up, and they'll have projectiles in them as well. And then we have a couple new mutations vehicles with figures. These are Raph and Leo. Raph on his Tri-Flyer, Leonardo on his quadcopter, and basically they go from street mode, and then when you fold in the wheels and whatnot, they become more of a flying vehicle. In this case, the Tri-Flyer, in this case, the quadcopter. And then a couple of our regular vehicles with figures, we're going to be introducing Casey's first vehicle, the Slamboni, and it will come with a exclusive Casey figure, and it will fire off hockey pucks when there's a little button on the side, you load them on the inside, and there's even room inside for him to bring one of his turtle friends along as well. So we'll be introducing that soon, and then later in the year we'll be introducing Mikey's hovercraft. He's got a little harness on so that when you press a button he'll actually jump up, fly up over the handlebars in a flip, and land on his feet. And then our final mutation vehicles are Turtle Turbocharger. Basically it goes from racing mode, and then with a quick flip of the hood, it goes into battle mode. And he has some projectiles in there as well. And then you can go right back to racing mode as well. Then we have the Party Wagon. So we're replacing the Shell Razor with the new turtle vehicle with the Party Wagon. Actually, it's an old new vehicle, the Party Wagon. And basically, you can open up the front so you can get your turtles inside. It has a little armored door so that Mike can get ready to go into battle. I lift up the airfoil to expose the rocket launchers on top. And plenty of room on the inside to bring all the turtles as well. And then we're bringing back for fall, we're bringing back the Pizza Thrower. The Pizza Thrower was around the very beginning of Turtles, always been a huge seller for us. And we're bringing it back, basically you load up your pizzas on the top of the pizza oven, and every time you press pizza face, it will fling discs out. Room for a driver and kind of a gunner in the back as well. And then we also have some RC vehicles, patrol buggies that are RC, and our Shell Razor. And then one of our other newer group vehicles, yes, the blimp. It's an inflatable blimp that inflates to over 30 inches long. And when you attach the turtles on those lines, they have a little rappelling action as well. Okay.
And then, if you guys want to come down, we'll just do a one demo, which is the new 24-inch turtle play set. It's the biggest turtle we've ever done, 2 feet tall. But then he opens up a la Mutations into a full-blown play set for our basic figures. Holds over 24 basic figures. Ladder in the front, in the rooms inside the feet. One is the turtle's bedroom, the other one is the prison cell with the lab. Multi-levels of play. 3 different levels, the platform on top. They can swing off the telephone pole or the light pole. And you've got an escape hatch there. You've got 2 side, oh, look at that. Side platforms there and there if it hadn't broken off. And then we have a skateboard park in the back with a skateboard ramp. Comes with the skateboard. And over 20 features, including Splinter's Dojo, the weapons racks, again, the side platforms, the lab, front skate hatch, the ladder, the prison with lab, as well as the Turtles room. So that's the 24-inch Turtle playset on shelf in August.
Color scheme, you can see the chipboard has been updated and also the molded colors. Also, another added feature is that now that includes sound, so you can actually press the button, hear the different phrases and sounds that are very iconic to the sewer lair. This will be a Try Me, so this is the updated package, so you can actually hear the phrases at retail. That'll be coming out this fall. And then over here behind me you have role play. We continue on with the soft foam weapons, the hands and the training bag. We have the signature power sound effect vehicles. These actually have different phrases and sound effects with a motion sensor. We also continue with the movie role play that rolls into that assortment. We have the movie masks rolling into the deluxe mask assortment. We have the combat shell, which is very iconic and is compatible with all the ninja gear. And then we also have TurtleCom walkie-talkies. As kids divide up, these are real working walkie-talkies that kids can communicate as they divide up to fight evil. And as they may have mentioned, Dimension X is very important for Turtles, and we have that captured here in roleplay. These are the new signature weapons. And we also include throwing star and a bandana, and they'll be rolling into the Ninja Gear assortment pack. A new item is Leonardo's electronic Dimension X power-up sword. It'll actually have lights and sounds.
Time to shell out justice.
But as you swing it, it will actually recognize how fast you're swinging the sword. So if you swing it fast, you can defeat Shredder. And Shredder will actually, or Leo will encourage you to swing faster to defeat Shredder.
We've got this. Oh, kick some shell.
And of course, if you stop, Shredder will actually encourage and actually win the battle if you can stop completely. And the unique feature that we did on the sword is that there's a leveling play. So if a kid gets defeated by Shredder a couple times, it'll actually adjust the level. So the next time, it'll be pretty easy for the kids to win. Packaging, we have the Ninja Gear here of the Dimension X, and then also the Dimension X sword. And then soft foam weapons, very iconic for that LARPing around to becoming a favorite Ninja Turtle. Also for the older adults that really like to have some safe soft foam fun. Those will continue. Behind me, then we move into T machines. These are actually the two neat, a month or so. We have the iconic T machines, each one with a die-cast chassis and also full functional spinning wheels. Some of them have hot stamps for that bright, flashy color, but you can see each one plays up the personality. So you have Raph in the Shell Razor, Shredder in the Shredder Mobile, Splinter in a Rat Attack, Don in a service truck because he's the mechanic and likes to go, and then Mikey in a hot rod because he's a little bit flashy. New vehicles that will be coming out later this spring and also fall. Casey Jones, Terflightle Mikey, Rat King in a hearse, Speed Demon Don, and then down below Tiger Claw, Raph in an armored truck, two Turtles in a patrol buggy, and then Raph in a monster truck. And then over here is the 2-pack assortment. These have a different colored scheme, same tools as the single pack, but what you can see is that their graphics are a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more flashy with translucent wheels. What we're calling is the Ninja Charge themed Turtles. Over here we have a launcher, a shell launcher. This is compatible with all the basic T machines. You insert a turtle there, press pull back on the lever, and it actually launches the vehicle. And like I mentioned, it's compatible with all the other T machines. Over here is the sound vehicles. These are Talking Leo, Talking Raph, Talking Don, Talking Mikey. You press down on the individual engine, and you'll hear the individual phrases and sound effects. It's go time. So each one will have their individual phrases and sound effects associated with their car and also personalities. And you can see that the style is a little bit more extreme of how they're angled, and you can see the turtles are a little bit more aggressive and extreme in their pose as well. This is the audio tuner, Leonardo. It has a normal mode. You press the button, you hear the individual phrases, but then you actually turn into feature mode, and now when you turn it on and start it up, you spin the wheels and it'll play the audio. But the faster and faster you spin it, and then you play it backwards by rolling it backwards. So all the audio will be played backwards, and you slow it down, and it slows down the audio in reverse as well. So we think kids will get a real kick out of that. One of our deluxe figures that worked really well was the power sound effects. And this kind of takes it to a whole nother level of spinning, audio tuning, actual phrases and sound effects that kids love of the turtles into a vehicle play. That will be a Try Me, so you can do and spin it at retail. Over here, we have the mid-price placement assortment. We continue with the store, gas station, and also the garage and lair. And now we start off in fall with the TCRI building. It comes with an exclusive vehicle, but you can actually attach any of the T-Machine vehicles into the ramp. And as the bad guys are just cruising along, you hit the lever and it actually launches the vehicle straight out of the TCRI building through the pizza shop to defeat crime. And also all these sets here are compatible, so you can connect them together to really build the world of T-Machines out. And it's 2 levels of play for each one, so you can actually go across all upper level on all of them. Over here, we have the Turtle Revenge playset. This is the TV driver for Spring, which you can see playing on the screen there. Let me just reset this real quick. Comes with an exclusive vehicle. The shredder will actually try to pound the vehicle through the trap. And now the trap has been set. So now if you take the vehicle on the outside, Shredder will get his revenge and knock Leo off the track. Or if you turn him around the inside lane, he'll actually knock Shredder back and Turtles will get their revenge. Over here, this is the Race to the Sewer. This is the TV driver for fall. What's unique about this is that it's 24 inches tall. It's got 3 levels of play. You have rooftop, street level, and the iconic lair. Let me just set this up. It comes with an exclusive vehicle. So the crank ball is also included. That you set the crank ball up here, and if it's working properly, I'll press down on the billboard, launch the crank ball first, and then also activate the 2 starting gates. The 2 vehicles will race down to the bottom. Whoever comes out the door first wins. The other one will get trapped by the crank. Also unique is you press down on this, it'll actually divert the cars from the inside to the outside and vice versa on this one, so you can actually change up the lane as the other one will get slowed down. This is a rough prototype, so the model might not be working 100%, but let's see how it does here. So Leo got stuck there. The crank ball should have still been there, and then of course Shredder would actually bust it through the door, and he would have won. So that's the Race to the Sewer. Also comes with a exclusive vehicle. Kind of rounds out the play sets. The other thing I forgot to mention is that this adapter here can actually connect to the Turtles Revenge playset. So if you have that, you can connect that there, so you can divert right into the Shredder highway. So that's
August. For that youngest Turtle fan who might not be old enough for the rest yet, it's designed to be a kid's first Turtle. You know, we had some fun kind of sketching them and saying, you know, what's right for these characters? How would they look if they were, you know, in this aisle? There is this aisle where a lot of moms of 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds don't want to go into the action figure aisle just yet, But by the same token, there's a lot of parents who are now 25, 30 who grew up with the Turtles and can't wait to get their kids into Turtles. A lot of grandparents who definitely know who Turtles are because they were buying them back in the day. And they all know how to play with Turtles. They're cute, fun characters. We think it works when we took them into this execution. Then on the other side of it, Nickelodeon illustrated the characters their way. Now they're doing a publishing program, some board books. You know, there could be some animation. We did some animation for our TV commercials. It really makes them look cute. So it's going to keep growing as these Turtles become legitimate ways for kids under 4 years old to get into the Turtles and start playing with them. So let me take you through the toy line. We started with 9 different figure 2-packs. With each of the Turtles, you get either a little play accessory that has a little mechanical action, like Donnie and his luge here, or Raph and his mini bike. And then you get a couple 2-packs, Shredder with Foot Soldier, April and Splinter, you got Casey and Metalhead. Lots of fun ways to collect more and more figures. We just released 3 more Mutant 2-packs with these guys here, these guys, Tiger Claw, Neutralizer. Then after that, we're going to have 4 new refreshes to the Turtles in their dojo training gear. They each come with a little dojo training accessory. Then more Mutants, then a rescue theme with Turtles. There you got Leo on his police Segway and Raph with a water blaster cannon. All kind of still playing on preschool appropriate themes. Kids know how to play with rescue heroes. Kids know how to play, you know, dinosaur play and things like that. Always been popular in the preschool aisle. So that's where we'll be going with that. Now, after kids come in again and again and collect all their favorite Turtles, some of the Mutants they see on the TV show, we get into the vehicle play. And on the vehicle side, we launched the basic vehicle assortment. We launched with 4. Each of them has a neat little try me feature you can try right in the package, like the little battering ram on the motorcycle or the little helicopter here, which you can try in the package. They're also designed to break into 2 parts. So you can fly around this guy, you can put another Turtle character on there if you have them. Just a little added extra play feature. To that line, we're going to add 2 new vehicles for spring. And we got a stunt jet coming out in the fall, so we'll always have something new to collect and play with. Next, we have a brand new extension for fall of 2015. It's called Mutations. As you take this preschool vehicle like the Shell Raiser, give it 1 quick simple turn that almost any kid can do, and you got a recycle wagon. This one comes with Donatello. Real simple, quick transformation. With Raphael, we get a more aggressive vehicle. First we get a nice fire truck. We can play fire rescue. 1 little turn and you got a nice military vehicle. So that's the Mutations vehicles. We'll have 2 of them out this fall and 2 more spring of next year. Like the pizza delivery truck, which comes with Mikey. Quick turn and it's a little EMT vehicle. So fun stuff. Let's see. After that we have the deluxe vehicles. We launched last year with the Shred Tread and the Stealth Cycles. This spring we have the Hovercraft with Leonardo and a Mutant Capture vehicle coming out next fall with Mikey. And then the Shell Raiser, everyone's favorite. This is actually the number 2 item in the line this last year. It comes with lots of play features. You can fit all your Turtles inside. And you got speech and sound you can try right on the shelf, either Shell Raiser sound effects or character phrases. Lots of little finger play feature areas. You can have the barrel biter in the front, or you can launch sewer cover discs from the back, just like they do in the TV show. All sorts of fun. And then we got a great play set that just lets you do mutant mayhem and turtle fun all over the place. We got lots of figure play where you can knock the good guys into the bad guys. Pop them down the sewer cover there. Comes with a Splinter and a Mikey and an exclusive T-Rocket vehicle that you can launch down the sewer slide into the bad guys. All sorts of play there. Well, and my favorite, of course, we got the little turtle foot. Comes down and kicks the bad guys. So, and you can try that right on shelf. So, you know, we'll bring those characters to life there. Good stuff. One extension for this year is taking these scale figures and putting them in the tub, where a lot of this stuff for these kids ends up anyway. We have Turtle Squirters coming up in the spring, available singly. For fall, we're adding Leatherhead and Splinter. Those will be available in the 3-packs. For fall, we're also adding some boats. There's a fireboat with Raphael. It comes with a little working fire squirt cannon, and an explorer boat for Dawn that's got a diving feature. Just hook Dawn up to the end there and lower them away into the tub or raise them up. And they'll roll on land with this little wave action, and then they'll float in the tub. So again, appropriate play for that youngest turtle fan. And then we're on to talking action figures. Anytime we can bring the personality to shelf it's fantastic. So with a little quick try-me-in package, you get a mechanical action of the turtle's battle action and the turtle moving. So saying character phrases. Good stuff. And my favorite is Mega Meat Leonardo. For the youngest turtle fans, pretty easy to control Leonardo. Now you can be your favorite Ninja Turtle, or train along with Leonardo. You can control his ninja moves. One quick squeeze of the trigger there, and you move in there. It's got a cool kicking action. Character phrases all the way. That's a neat little try-me in the package too. So this is great. And then we introduced plush this year with the Practice Pals. It's kind of a roughhouse fun plush. You can wrestle with your favorite Ninja Turtle. That's got character speech. And then this spring we launched a nice low-end plush. Just a real cute collectible. It's on shelves now. And we just extended this spring by introducing roleplay. Roleplay is something it's always kind of been a hit and miss in the preschool aisle. Sometimes some of the brands don't really have an appropriate roleplay for the youngest kid. And we wondered, quite frankly, having sold so many of our basic roleplay, have we hit all the kids? So we really thought hard about, let's make sure we're doing roleplay that's appropriate for the youngest kids, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, and we're doing something that we haven't done in the rest of the line. So all the weapons are made of soft, safe foam, and when you try them out, we have the character phrases and sound effects built right in. And there's also some resistance to having a kid run around wearing a full mask like we sell in the main line, or those fabric bandanas you got to retie on a 3-year-old every 5 minutes. So now it's just real easy to slip on goggles and instantly be, your favorite turtle. And then there's the shell. In the other line, we sold a lot of the shells, but how do we make it appropriate for the youngest kids? It's a little smaller, a little softer, and instead of the kind of backpack straps for the shell, it's just a simple Velcro on smock that holds the turtle shell on. These are just hitting stores now and starting to perform really well. So roleplay looks like the next good place for your half-shell heroes. All right. Any questions you guys got anything?